Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to the first of what's going to be a weekly show going forward. It's basically just to let you guys know what the new releases are that have come out or are coming out in the genres of prog and metal, which is mostly what we talk about here. And the guy that's going to help me each and every day, who's going to actually do the heavy lifting on this quick little update each and every week, is Mr. Ken Golden, owner of the Laser's Edge, also a member of In the Prog Seat. What's up, Ken?
Yay, everything's great. And Pete, I want to thank you for letting me do this. It's an idea I had sort of gestating in the back of my mind for quite a while. And I've seen other vendors do this online. And since I have one subscriber, me, and you have 85,000 more than me, you know, I appreciate letting me steal your subscribers away for a few minutes.
Yeah,
So
it's just a little more info on why we're doing this.
Yeah.
And I just want to preface this by saying that this is more to let you guys know what new things have come out or are coming out, because we do get asked all the time in the comments below, and I see comments all the time. Oh, I didn't know such and such had a new album coming out. When is that new album coming out and whatever? And Ken has got the pulse of all of this because obviously Ken has a mail order business that sells all this stuff. So Ken knows when all the new releases are coming out. Like I said, you can go to lasercd.com if you choose to purchase these. If you have your own favorite place to get them at, that's fine too. I think ultimately what we're doing is we're promoting the bands and their new releases. So whether you choose to go shop at Ken's store or not, that's totally up to you. I'm not endorsing any of these releases at all, although probably a lot of them I like quite a bit, and I will review them and whatnot at some point, I'm sure. But that's not the point here. The point is just to let everybody know of some of their favorite bands who are releasing new albums, new vinyl, CD, whatnot, videos, whatever it might be, and which ones are coming up, which are the important pre-orders that are happening. Because a lot of people who do still buy new music want to know this stuff. So these are going to be about 10-minute episodes each and every
Yeah.
Friday afternoon, which is new release day, as most of you know. So we'll be doing these for you, recording them midweek or what have you for you guys to see on Friday afternoon. So with that, I'll let Ken take it from there.
Hey, so just to give it a little background on my business, in case some of you don't know me, and you may recognize me from doing Prog Seed on Tuesday nights. We've been in business for 35 years. Started out as a mail order company. Also, then a label. We have 4 labels. We have Laser's Edge, and we have Sensory. A lot of you may know the Sensory label. We started, we discovered Haken, Redemption, Riverside. Work with Delane, work with a lot of big bands, and a lot of them still going. And we have some other labels. We have a label called Free Electric Sound. We talked about Morgable on Proxy. They record for us. I have this little boutique label called Modulus. We've done some releases on it. So it's not just a mail order thing. It's also a label. We're very active. This is what we do. This is what we do for a living. Pete's been a customer for what, about 30 years, I think, something like that.
At least,
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. So for as long as I do. So my idea was that every week I'd show off all the new stuff that's come in and or is in transit to us. And some weeks are very busy and there's a lot of new stuff to talk about. Other weeks, not so much. This week is like that, but it's a week. So we do this regularly, whether there's a lot to talk about or not. So I'm going to jump in. All right. Okay to start. So I'm going to talk about the prog rock stuff. And first release that came in that I think is dynamite is this band called Pascanel. And Pascanel is an offshoot from a French Canterbury influenced band called Alco Frisbees. And this thing is just phenomenal. It kind of reminds you of National Health. It's got a lot of that quality to it. Really, really well done. But also has a little more symphonic elements. It's got the mellotron and stuff. It's real good. Another one this is a series that's ongoing, and we just can't keep these in stock. It's called The Samurai of Prague, and it's an ongoing series. There's a core lineup of Marco Bernard, Kimo Porsti, and Steve Unruh, and then there's always a lot of guests on it. And this particular one This one is featuring Olivio La Cognina, and my apologies to him because I'm sure I just destroyed his name. But he's from Latte e Miele, and he's featured on this album. And there's other players. Pure symphonic prog. You like, I wouldn't even call it neo. You get a lot of old school sounds and new school sounds. Next thing, we do a lot of fusion, a lot of jazz rock. This is a band called Gravity Fields, and it's an offshoot from a band called On the Raw, a Spanish band. And again, it's jazz rock fusion, but got a little something that extra going on. It's got some prog rock influences, a little bit of electronics. You can listen to it on the Bandcamp page, but if you want the physical version, we have stock on it. Next thing is I'm going to call it a prog rock record. What the hell? Sue me if I'm wrong. Einar Solberg solo album. Einar, as you know, is the lead singer of Leprous, and Leprous was one of our discoveries. We put out their second album on Sensory many years ago. Now they're doing very, very well on Inside Out. So this is Einar's album. We have that on vinyl as well. And a lot of these, if there's a vinyl version, we've got it. Some stuff that's in transit to us. We sold out of Lars Fredrik Frosli's album, and Pete's got a copy. By the time you watch this video, we will have a restock on it, and we will have the vinyl. There was a delay in the vinyl, but they're on the way to us. Then so they will be here. Also, we have occasionally we dabble in what I like to call the gray area, and we have a CD coming in. It's a classic show. It's Pink Floyd from Montreux, 1970, and it's one of the legendary shows, and I think it's a 2 CD, and that also should be here by the time you see that, and you'll see it on our website, which is, I'm going to keep pimping the URL, which is simply lasercd.com. Next thing I got on the metal side, there is the new Ray Alder solo album, his second solo album. This is the jewel box version, the US jewel box version. There's also an import digipack on the way. Just so people don't freak out, I'm doing this in transparency. I've been told by Century Media and Inside Out that the track listings are identical because the import has a bonus track, but they've confirmed that even though it's not listed on the back, the US version has the bonus track as well, and this jewel box is going to be less expensive. A band, frankly, I'm not all that familiar with, German true metal masters, Rebellion, live album from them. Pete, you know these guys? I don't know them. I don't know. Good or bad, I can't say. My personal preference is towards the prog side. I listen to a little power metal, but not so much these days. Years and years ago, I listened to a lot, but we sell a lot of it. So if there's there's something significant in the power metal side, we'll carry it. What we don't do very much of is death metal, black metal. That's not really our thing. We might cross over here and there, but another brand new release is the new Scar Symmetry. That's an example of a band. It's got enough progressive elements that even though it's really like a death metal band, we'll stock the new Scar Symmetry, and this one's called Singularity. So
first one in a while.
Yes. Also, by the time you see this, is the new one from Hex AD, Norwegian band. Got a strong retro feel, kind of like a 70s Uriah Heep, Deep Purple thing going on. And I haven't heard this new one, but I think they're really, really good. Another thing that we do weekly, if there's something, is pre-orders. We do a lot of pre-orders, and we do it on all the major releases. I think it's good for the customer, and it's good for us. They could square it. They hear about a new release, They order it. They don't have to worry about it. It's going to show up. And for us, it's great because it gives us a sense of how many to bring in, because most of this stuff we import. So we like to get it right and not bring in too little or too much. So we're always encouraging pre-order. We work very closely with Inside Out Music and K-Scope and all the significant players in the prog field. So I have nothing to hold up, but we just started taking pre-orders on the new Devin Townsend live album, the Evolution Series #3, Alive in America. And then also we have coming the new Ring Van Mobius, the Norwegian band that I'm kind of crazy about. Got like a very strong ELP influence, and even a little Van de Graaff in there. It seems every album's a little different. New album is mostly instrumental. Very, very good, and that's coming soon. Other stuff on the prog side, I guess I kind of missed this. Maybe next week I'll be a little more organized. We have first time on vinyl, Steve Hackett, Darktown. Never been on vinyl, and Steve Hackett, Guitar Noir. We may, by the time you see this, we may have or be sold out of the colored version vinyls, but we have the black vinyl. Also, Ray Older, we have in black and we have it in color vinyl. So we do a lot with vinyl, a lot of reissues. I don't have any new reissues to show you, but there's some classic prog rock thing that's worth stocking. We're going to bring it in. What else? The other thing I wanted to mention is we have a very active Discogs site, and we recently acquired a very large collection from an old collector of ours who sold us his collection, and we've been diligently putting everything up on Discogs. There's a lot of rare stuff. We're trying to be conservative with grading and with the pricing, but I think our pricing is fair. And if you go to Discogs, the way to find us is this is a little secret: is you go into the search bar. This is how you find vendors. I never really knew this. You do letter U : laser CD, and that'll bring you directly to our page. And yeah, that's what I've got this week. So cool. It's lasercd.com, and thank you again, Pete.
You're very welcome. What we'll do is we'll put in the comments below, I'll pin a post where we'll have all of these releases listed with the link to go check them out on lasercd.com. We'll also put a link to the Discogs page as well. So this way you guys can easily go and click and identify and go take a look at some of this stuff. So,
and don't forget to watch me in all my glory on Tuesday night.
That's right.
That was a fun show. So,
it was a good episode, right?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, cool. Well, Proxy coming up on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. And we'll be back here once again next Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a new release day. Once again.
Yeah, if there's I'm sorry to cut off. If people could always reach me at info@lasercd.com. If they're looking for something, why don't you carry this? Why do you carry this? Whatever, we're pretty responsive. So.
As Ken's email blows up in about an hour from now, right?
Yeah, probably. Let's hope. That'd be good.
There you go. So thanks for watching, everybody, this first edition of New Release Day here on Sea of Tranquility. So go check out the links below if you're interested in perusing any of this stuff. And otherwise, we'll see you here next week for another look at some of the new releases coming out in the worlds of prog and progressive and power metal. Till then, for Ken Golden, I'm Pete Pardo. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Have a great weekend, everybody. For Ken, I am Pete. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.